Well, friends, welcome to We Are Soccer. It is Tuesday night, not the regular Sunday night that we're normally recording on. Lots of stuff going on, obviously, in the world. Glad you could join us, and we're going to talk about soccer for an hour or more, depending. Hey, if there's more talk and you jump in, we're gonna talk about it. Do me a huge favor in the comments. Put something down there. Put anything. Tell me my new haircut looks silly. Listen. At the end of the night, we're going to draw a comment. We're going to draw someone out from the comments, and they're going to win a brand new We Are Soccer t-shirt. So do us a favor. Just leave a comment. Say anything you want. If you want, the question of the night is it better to win ugly or play beautiful soccer and lose? What are your thoughts on that? All right, so what do we got coming up tonight? Specifically, we're talking about Arsenal, you beauty. Thank you very much. Well, sort of. You put us over the hump. Arsenal, because they won today in the Champions League, they officially give the Premier League enough points to get 5 teams in the Champions League next year. Thank you. Well, they put us over the hump, like I said. A couple of other teams got us there. Tottenham included, Villa included, Chelsea, Man City, all helped get points to there. So thank you for that, because now my Villa are one step closer to Champions League next year, and that's all I really care about, as you know. What else are we talking about? We're talking about the upcoming Premier League games. We've had a 2-week break. I know you've all missed it, and it's back starting this Friday. We're going to talk about the games coming up, where your team lies, some of the big games. There's 1 or 2 really good ones on tap. What happened in the FA Cup this past weekend, and how the semifinals are shaking out. Yeah, I think it might be a little rigged. We'll see what your thoughts are. By the way, Wrexham got absolutely wrecked today by the informed team Southampton. Arsenal, you know something about that too, don't you? We're also going to do a little bit of US Open Cup talk and a lot of other things. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's time to jump in. Let's go.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner! Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
All right, friends, do me a favor, put a comment in the comment section below, and you'll be entered to win a t-shirt. A brand new We Are Soccer t-shirt. Not one of the ones that Brooks has worn around the studio for the last couple of weeks. We sell those in vending machines in Japan. We're giving you a brand new one. Trust me, you'll like that much better. Brooks, how are you, buddy? I'm very pumped up, as you can tell. I don't know if you're quite the same level of energy, but it's Tuesday night, buddy.
It's because the English Premier League's back, right? You know, you're England already qualified for the World Cup. You're like, whatever. USA was sad and made us all sad and angry and confused, and and then there's that game last night with that other school, and
We're not talking basketball, I could care less.
Well, but anyways, yeah, hey, soccer's back. Yeah, we're getting down to the wire here with EFL Championship to see who's gonna Middlesbrough knocked into 3rd place. Millwall in the 2nd place now. So there's a run there.
Millwall could be in the Premiership next year.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
We could be trading Millwall, a London team, by the way, for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Tottenham gonna drop out.
That's a fair trade, right?
Well, not stadium-wise, but
yeah,
maybe not even hooligan-wise or money-wise. But anyway, that's incredible. I think if they officially get in, Tottenham and West Ham stay, there could be 8 London teams in the Premier League next year. That's incredible. West Ham, though, right now it's between West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham. One of those 3 teams is going to go down. They're going to be relegated. Brooks, I still think it's going to be Nottingham Forest. I do think it's going to be Nottingham Forest. That's not why I'm pumped up, though. I'm pumped up because Champions League happened today. Some brilliant games. Real Madrid hosting Bayern Munich. Woo! What a game that was. 2-1 Bayern. We'll talk about that. Arsenal go to Sporting CP. Sporting CP, by the way, have been in incredible form in the past couple of months. Really tough place to go. and I predicted it. Brooks, I was the one who predicted this in the group. Everybody kind of laughed at me. Even Arsenal fans laughed at me. BX Gunner, I don't know if you've joined us yet, but buddy,
Yes.
I was on your side. I knew they were going to win. They pulled it out in the 92nd minute. Kai
BX Gunner.
Havertz to the rescue.
Yeah, BX Gunner is joining. He's greetings everyone. Marty freaking Nelly and Killa Kai getting
Kai
it done.
Havertz.
Yeah.
Listen, that run by Martinelli was incredible. He could have easily passed the ball back, but he decided he was going to have a little run, and then that nice little chip. Oh, and Kai Havertz brings the ball down and slots it home. Money. Now, Arsenal fans, you don't get all the credit because all the other teams, English teams in Europe in the past couple of months, have put in the work and got the wins and got the points. But now it is official. England have 5 Premiership teams that will get to the Champions League next year. Brooks is putting names in hats.
Yes,
Brooks,
that's what that was.
Why are you putting names in hats?
Because you could win a We Are Soccer T-shirt. If you leave a comment, that's all you gotta do. We do a drawing at the end, and we will announce a name. So it'll be the name that you've chosen to use in the chat here. We do have Hearn's Heroes, which you know is or Oakstrom. So, hey Ryan. But yes, we will do another giveaway here. So you have Pablo in here, Danny in here, and then anyone else want to leave a comment, go for it.
Appreciate you boys joining. Love the fact that we got some friends joining. It's a great little community we're starting. We love the fact that you're joining us. Put your comments in. Ask us questions. Put your comments in on what we're talking about. Brooks is going to read them aloud. Brooks has got a pay raise, and part of that pay raise comes more responsibility, and that is reading all the comments out. So put them in there. Appreciate you guys. We're going to go through a slew of things today. U.S. Open Cup. I think Brooks is really excited about that. Aren't you?
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
We have Chicago Fire coming to town against Detroit City next week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the 15th? April 15th? Is that Wednesday?
14th.
14th. Sorry.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. See, I don't even know. He keeps me on the straight and narrow here. That's going to be a really good game. Might be a little cold. Hopefully not. Brooks and I might be out there. If you're out there, buy us a beer.
Or hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate for Brooks,
Yeah.
a beer for me, because that's how I like to roll. We're talking about the upcoming EPL games, as we talked about. We're talking about Wrexham getting wrecked, 5-1 by Southampton. Southampton have been on fire in the last couple of months. Tonda Eckert has that team absolutely rolling. He's a 32-year-old manager, and I think some of the big clubs really need to take a look at him. We're going to talk about that. We're talking about a couple of other little things as well. But first off, right off the bat, we're going to get into the Champions League and how that unfolded today. And then we got a couple of games tomorrow in the Champions League. Before we jump in, a big thank you to our sponsors and partners. A big thank you to Soccer World. SoccerWorld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. They are the best people around. Rod, Wad, and Dylan do a fantastic job, so please visit them, soccerworld.net. A big thank you to Next Level Training, Aaron, Dylan, Scotty, Summer, Renato, the best trainers, not just here in Michigan, but in the country. You need to get your kids to Next Level Training. A big thank you to Dog and Pony Show Brewing in Oak Park. Some new things on the horizon with them. We are also going to be doing a beer tasting very soon that I am very excited about.
Yeah.
Because you know I like
I like that oatmeal raisin cookie beer they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of the fruity beers, but also the Colonel Lager is my favorite. That's what we're doing.
That's a good one.
A big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars, MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information on them. Tryouts are coming up for different age groups. Check out MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information there. Oh, my word. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to get to. Let's jump in. Did you watch the games today? Did you watch Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich? This game was at the Bernabeu. I was at Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich went up 2-0. I tell you what, Harry Kane is absolutely just getting better every year. He is just getting better and better and better. And people have said to me, yeah, but he's playing in the Bundesliga, so I expect him to score goals. Right. Well, Real Madrid are one of the best teams in the world, and even they couldn't find him today. They were chasing his tail around, and he still managed to score a goal. 30 seconds into the second half, it's 2-0 Bayern. Incredible. Game took a little turn, though. A little bit of turn. Real Madrid went, wait a minute, we're at home. We're Real Madrid. We have Vinny Jr. on the left. We have Mbappe through the middle. We need to start to play and use our speed, and that's what they did. Man of the match here, Brooks? Manuel Neuer for Bayern Munich.
Ah, really?
You and I have been saying for the last couple.
Yeah, you should move on.
Should move on?
Yeah.
probably saved them today. Made some absolutely brilliant saves.
So all I hear is from this synopsis here is Harry Kane needs to just shut it down so England can win the World Cup this summer.
Yes, we need to wrap him in bubble wrap. We need to put him in bubbles so he can be, good. But here's the problem, Brooks.
Yeah. Well, he's chasing that record too at Bayern.
He is. He's chasing that record.
That Nate has told us for a long time that he's chasing. So
at this point, he's gonna get there, barring any injury. But he is absolutely phenomenal. At Bayern, he's gonna score every game, but he's how do I say this? He's a secondary option. Michael Olise, Diaz on the left, Olise on the right, Diaz on the left. Incredible, absolutely incredible, the speed with which they do. So what they do is they play with drawn forward, which is Harry Kane. He draws in the back, and then these two wide wingers just fly through and create. Man, it's absolutely incredible. And if they get too far deep down to the line, they cross it back, and Harry Kane's there for a one touch.
I think Harry Kane really just enjoys not being the big option anymore. Like, I have to score a goal every time for our team to win. I think he likes that. He likes being second, sometimes third option, and he can be the first option at times. But maybe that's what's helped him, honestly, throughout the years. It's taking up a lot of pressure.
He still seems to score every game, though.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
He scored a lot of PKs, too, but,
Well, too bad for Bayern. They did give up a goal in the end. So it's 2-1. Now it goes back to the Allianz Arena next week. I believe it's next week is the second leg. But I fully expect Bayern to advance through. They'll probably end up winning that game 1-0, 2-0. I expect them to advance through. They looked class. They looked class, and I fully expect them to sit in and just absorb the pressure and not let that space behind them and let Vinny and Mbappe get into it. Mbappe today probably could have done a little better. Vinny probably could have done a little better in front of goal, and that's been their big problem this year is in front of goal. They keep hitting the goalie or missing, but who am I to say some of the best strikers in the world? So I would love your thoughts, guys. 2-1 right now, Bayern Munich over Real Madrid in the first leg. Going to the second leg back in Germany, back in Munich.
April 15th at 3 p.m. That's when the game is.
That's next Wednesday, so 8 days away.
Yep.
Who wins? Who wins the tie? Do Real Madrid come back and advance through, or is it going to be Bayern close it out? I think Bayern close it out. They have been just one of the best teams this year, and they're incredible to watch, by the way. Brooks, I don't know who you think is going to win, but
I think Bayern will. I mean, listen, Real Madrid's always good for a dramatic comeback. They can do that for sure, just with the caliber of players they have. But it's hard to win in Germany against Bayern. It's not easy winning there, and I think they can do this one. I think Vincent Kompany's got that team cooking. They're destined to win, obviously the league, and then one other trophy, which is probably going to be Champions League.
Yep. Throw your comments in, guys. Let me know who you think is going to advance to the tie.
Hey, Victor.
Hey, Vic. What's going on, buddy? Hopefully Bianca's doing well. She needs to send out some Instagram messages.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Sporting CP versus Arsenal. This is at Sporting in Lisbon. And, yeah, Kai Havertz, a hero. As you heard us say, we opened it up. Martinelli, a really nice run and a little dink over the top of the back line. Kai Havertz was held on by a stray defender. The left side defender held him on. Kai Havertz takes a beautiful little touch and then slides the ball past the oncoming keeper. You know what? Martinelli, great. Martin Odegaard, great. Kai Havertz, great goal. I thought Declan Rice worked his socks off, but man of the match, absolutely man of the match, David Raya. And you know,
another goalkeeper, huh?
Yeah, you know, I'm a David Raya fan. But Brooks, 5 minutes into this game, Sporting have a striker that shoots the ball probably about 10 to 12 yards out, and absolutely launches this ball into the upper 90. And David Raya gets just a fingernail to this ball and pushes it onto the bar, and it cannons off the bar back almost to half field. It's incredible. Yeah. And then a couple of other saves. He comes out and makes some great saves. And there was long periods of time where he's just not doing anything. Yep. Like Arsenal held more possession, and that's the point where you're thinking a goalkeeper can really just turn off and forget about the game, and then all of a sudden he's called into action. I am not a David Raya fan. I think they should have stuck with other goalkeepers throughout the years, but he today saved their bacon. They win 1-0 and head back to Arsenal next week.
So many English terms you're using. I feel like saved your bacon's such an English term.
Is it?
I've never heard of that one before, at least. Yeah. By the way, Greg, 1987, says, I hate all the teams left in the Champions League. Laugh out loud. And yes, BX Gunner, Arsenal pulling off the last minute snatch and grab, sniping the victory, and Raya is fully embracing his Saman era.
Hold on. Saving your bacon? That's an English?
I don't know.
Is it an English term?
I don't know.
Someone needs to Google that.
I mean, I'm an old man, but I've never heard of that one before.
You never heard that one before?
No.
I don't feel like that's an English term.
Maybe it's just an old saying that I never heard of. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm confused.
But credit to you for giving credit to goalkeepers these 2 games here, because I mean, from a forward, you usually don't like to do that.
Brooks, I hate goalkeepers.
More than referees?
No, I hate referees more. But I definitely hate goalkeepers because I end up making them look really good. But I gotta be honest, both Champions League games today came down to the goalkeepers. I don't know if tomorrow's games are going to come down to the goalkeepers, but they very well could. Tomorrow we're looking at Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. By the way, these 2 teams played on Saturday. Atletico Madrid had a man sent off.
Wait, hold on. We have something to comment here.
Go for it.
Amalia ASMR says, Liam says, save your bacon is an English term.
Is it really?
Yes. I've never heard that in America. So, yeah. She just commented, so she gets to be in the drawing.
You get to be in the drawing.
Yeah, for the T-shirt that we're giving away.
Put a comment in the comment section on the YouTube, only on the YouTube, by the way, only on our YouTube channel. Put the comments in the live show right now. Brooks is going to write your name down. He's going to put you in the hat. At the end of the show, we're going to pull a name out of the hat, and that's who's going to win a brand new T-shirt. And no, I'll say it again, it's not one of those stinky T-shirts that Brooks has been wearing around the office the last couple of weeks. We send those off to put in vending machines in Japan.
I thought that was the shirt that Nate worked out in the other day.
That's another vending machine.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't know you knew about that one.
Yeah, you know.
I take their shirts, I put them in vending machines in foreign countries, and they sell pretty well. That's how we fund everything here, by the way.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to send you a brand new one right off the shelf of the We Are Soccer merch store.
We have another comment here from one of our good friends from California, Mr. Alexi Lawless.
No!
Is Arsenal's season diminished if they only win the English Premier League?
Oh, great question.
That's a great question.
That's a great question. Listen, that's the one thing I think they all want to win. That's all Arsenal fans want to win that, right? All of them want to win that. They could, they would love to win the Champions League, but I think it's got to be the English Premier League. That's it. The funny thing is, they've been kicked out of 2. The quadruple, the treble, it's all gone.
Yeah.
And today, all the Arsenal fans were like, "Oh no, it's going to happen. We're going to be kicked out of this one as well. We're going to lose our bacon here." But no.
You think they at least win one of them, the Moose Cup or the FA Cup? But of course, Southampton beat them in that one, and then they got eliminated from the Moose Cup as well. So there you go.
We are going to talk about that, by the way, because Southampton took it to them. I watched that game, and Southampton are absolutely incredible, right? Tonda Eckert has that team on a 15-game unbeaten run. They are incredible. Today they smashed Wrexham 5-1.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they're catching fire. I mean, you beat a big team, and then they're right behind Wrexham in that EFL Championship in the 7th place. Though they might have surpassed them, to be honest with you, if I look at the standings. Oh, yes, they did. They're in 6th place now with 66 points, and Wrexham's at 64.
Yeah, just so everybody's aware.
Race to the end.
Exactly. Just so everybody's aware, this is how it works in the EFL Championship. Team number 1 and team number 2, which is currently Coventry City, who's gone by a mile. They're promoted pretty much. They're done. Oh, congratulations, Coventry City. Millwall second. They're going to be next. The first 2 teams get automatic promotion, and then teams 3, 4, 5, and 6 go into a playoff. 6 plays 3, 4 plays 5, and then the winner of those goes and plays at Wembley. And it is in my opinion, one of the best games in the world. It's also one of the most lucrative games in the world. It's 125 million pounds if you win that game. Aston Villa won it back in 2019. I was there. I was freaking so happy they won. It's incredible, and it is. Friends, you got to start watching the EFL, in my opinion, okay? It is true soccer. It's down and dirty. There's no VAR, which makes it even better. I went off on a tangent.
Oh, more. You and VAR.
Did you put Alexi's name into the hat?
I did.
Okay.
I did. And then I think this is you. There might be your kids watching. Is the Aston Villa 1313 of those your kids? Is that you? Is that your actual name, or is that someone else we know?
It might be on one of my other accounts.
Okay.
What did they say?
Oh, but they didn't spell Brad Friedel's name right, so you know.
Then it's not, because I don't. That's definitely not one of my kids.
Okay. It says the comment was, I also heard that Brad Friedel, or he said Frieden, I think it's Friedel, once ate a Rubik's Cube and pooped it out. And so, yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Take that back. It might be one of my kids.
It might be one of your kids, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go to bed, kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, where was I? Oh, the game's coming up tomorrow, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right, the game's coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. They're going to play 3 times, Brooks. 3 times in 10 days. Barcelona won 2-1 the other day against Atletico Madrid. In the league, Atletico Madrid went down to 10 men. Barca kind of took over at that point.
Yeah.
A lot of back and forth. There were some calls that were a little bit questionable, and my dad and I were watching, and we went, the La Liga might even be more corrupt than the Premiership right now with how it operates.
Is it,
It
or
just looks that way?
is
right?
it, or corrupt with money? I don't know.
No. If you think about it this way, like La Liga wants the best 2 teams to always finish 1 and 2 and have a fight between the who finishes first, right? Because
Sure.
more people will watch.
Sure.
Brooks, if we knew that Barcelona were running away with it, would we tune in to watch El Clasico? Would we tune in to watch a random Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad or someone like that?
I mean, I think everyone would want to watch El Clasico. It just doesn't matter where they are, just because it's Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's the 2 biggest clubs in Spain.
I agree.
But it's even interesting when Atletico Madrid throw themselves in there with Diego Simeone. And Diego Simeone is a very clever coach, and he's done a very well job with Atletico Madrid. I know he isn't always consistent, but there are years where he finds it, and he is very disruptive within the league and then within the European competitions. He does very well. So I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Barcelona again, because they're very hard to break down and they press the ball very well and they're very aggressive.
100%. So they're playing tomorrow in the Champions League, then they play again in the Champions League next week. So Diego Simeone is, as you just said, a very smart man. Brooks, he is the highest paid coach. He's the highest paid football coach in the world.
Yeah, and how many years has he been coaching there? Too many, right?
Long time.
Because he wins. He's successful.
He wins. He absolutely wins. I think he played in the Liga match on Saturday with one eye on the Champions League game. I think he had one eye on it, and he knows what he's doing. I wouldn't doubt if tomorrow Atletico Madrid came out and beat Barcelona and beat them handedly.
Sure.
Because you remember a couple of weeks ago, they beat them handedly. I think it was like 4-0. Barca had no answer. The game on Saturday, Atletico looked like they were going to do it again. Antoine Griezmann missed one on the 6-yard line. I don't know how the hell he missed. There was a couple other easy ones they just kind of fluffed away. And then all of a sudden the game started to turn. But they put those in, The game is a different game. I think Simeone will have this team tuned up and ready to go tomorrow.
Hold on, our friend Nate Janulis, our co-host that couldn't be here tonight's here. And Nate, we did talk about the Bayern game, by the way, and I think Craig and I, well, at least I thought Bayern was going to beat Real Madrid and Munich. So that's just me, though. But we did discuss that one already, buddy.
Yeah, we talked about that. You missed us, Nate. Tune
Yep.
in late, show up late. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's our buddy Nate.
Yeah.
By the way, you went out in our newsletter today. There's a picture talking about you, Nate, to 75,000 people. So,
Yeah.
friends, if you're not on the Substack newsletter, join that. We send out twice weekly, Tuesdays and Thursdays. A nice. Today was more about us. Normally, it's about the games coming up and about the world of football, but today was a bit self-serving, right? I
Hi,
mean,
Pam. Pam's
started.
tuning in.
What?
Pam's tuning in now.
Oh,
Hey,
hi,
Pam. By the way, how about this PSG-Liverpool game? What do you think?
Ooh, that's the next one.
There's rumors Arne Slot may be done at the end of the year. There's a lot of things swirling, and I think PSG just kind of needs something badly here to do well.
Both games, Barca Atletico, 3 p.m. on Paramount Plus. The other one, PSG Liverpool, as you said, Brooks. PSG hosting this one, I believe. Listen, if they get smashed, he could find himself gone. Liverpool over the weekend in the FA Cup. We're going to talk about this as well. For the first 30 minutes of the FA Cup game against Manchester City, Liverpool looked good. Looked like they were back on track a little bit. They caused a little bit of chaos. Looked like they could make a game of it. And all of a sudden, things went to pieces. And Virgil van Dijk said, he's like, we gave up. We looked like we gave up. Now there's a bit of confusion, a bit of arguing in the dressing room. Florian Wirtz says, no, we didn't give up. I don't know what he's talking about. The whole club is in disarray, Brooks. If they get smashed by PSG, and PSG have the speed and just the creativity with Vinja in the middle and Kvaratskhelia and Dembele, they've got the tools to take Liverpool apart and take them apart quick. If Liverpool gets smashed, call a cab for Arne Slot. He could be gone.
Yes. Well, I mean, listen, like we talked about it many times here. You resign a Mo Salah, who's really at the end of his career. It was probably a mistake to resign him. Yes, he scored a lot of goals, and you're going to play the game. If he does it again, we look smart, but you're not looking quite smart right now, to be honest with you, because of that decision. Virgil van Dijk's losing a little bit. He's old. He can't recover as much. I mean, it's been rough there. And then just your striker thing, you know, Isak, and then a bunch of the other guys, Ekitike. You know, who you playing? Ekitike is doing well. You know, it's just a whole craziness of the puzzle pieces don't seem to fit together all the time when Liverpool runs a starting 11 out. So really it's interesting.
Doesn't. Obviously, as we know, Mo Salah has said he's leaving at the end of the year, so he's going to be gone, probably heading over to Saudi Arabia somewhere for a big payday. He's from Egypt, so...
Craig, he's not... Okay, he's going to come to MLS, Craig. Come on. He's coming to MLS. It's San Diego. You know, Miami is looking for someone. You know, Griezmann and Orlando's looking for a partner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even you can keep a straight face when you say that.
What do you mean?
I'd love to see him. I know you'd love to see him in the MLS. I think a lot of
LA Galaxy needs someone because Greg Vanny ain't doing very well right now. So, you know.
Brooks, I got to ask you. Okay, so
come on.
Let's pretend he actually did come to the MLS.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put
you know
him
how
on.
Crazy his jersey sales would be.
Oh, it'd be incredible. Let's put him on San Diego. Okay.
Sure.
San Diego. Mo Salah to San Diego in the MLS.
Yeah.
How well do you think he would do in the MLS?
Well,
like, give me like.
I mean,
if he started a full year,
he would be
he'd be
top 5 in goals.
He'd be top 5
easily, and probably at least top 10 in assists.
This year he hasn't done very well in the Premiership, though, right? He's lost a step or two. Everybody knows what's going on.
But in a league where it's very open and the goals want to be scored, very much so can happen for him.
Okay.
Yeah. Heung-min Song's done well. Messi's done well. You know, why can't Mo Salah come here and do well?
I think you're right. I think he would do well. I think he'd be top. I would bet top 2 or 3. Yeah. A lot of the defenders there aren't quite, obviously, as good as the Premiership defenders, so his little moves would work. Do me a favor, guys. That kind of brings up a point. You see the question right here in the middle of our screen.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments. Is it better to win ugly or lose playing beautiful soccer? Brooks, what would you rather do? Would you rather win ugly or lose playing beautiful soccer that everybody appreciates?
Win ugly 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Pep Guardiola, like Tim Howard has said before, you have in Spain, you have implemented on the American mind of this death by 1,000 passes, and everyone has to play this way. And now it's made its way over into our system. And now everyone's like, you have to play that way. Who cares? If you complete 1,000 passes and you still can't get the ball in the back of the net, did you do well? No. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. The matter at the end of the day is you win the game. And your pro game, you're winning to play trophies. College, you're winning to play trophies, right? In important games in youth soccer to win championships, you're winning to get trophies.
I'm on board. I'm on board. There's something silly right now going on in the USA, and Landon Donovan's taking it on. I'm interested to talk to him about that because he's taken on the U.S. Youth Soccer Association that really doesn't care about winning or losing. They want to see beautiful soccer, which, Brooks, I'm on your side. I'd rather win ugly. I would love
Danny Allen says win ugly. Yep. Pam says a goal is a goal, so there you go.
So, Brooks, you know the funny thing is, Danny, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Danny's son, Liam, by the way, brilliant defender, reminded me of a game last year. His son plays with my son. He goes, hey, he calls me Mr. Hearn because he's such a nice, respectful kid. He goes, hey, Mr. Hearn, do you remember
that's my dad, Mr. Hearn.
I say my dad here.
Yeah.
He goes, you remember last year when we beat another club in Michigan who is clearly better than us? They're the A team. They're a better team than us, right? And he's like, we almost beat them. We were up 1-0, and we ended up tying them 1-1. He's like, man, what a game that was. It was incredible. That draw, we played ugly. We sat back. We had 11-year-old boys. We sat back and defended for our lives. We broke out. We scored a goal. The other team got lucky, got a random goal. Luckily, 1-1 ended. And our kids loved it. Our parents loved it. We still talk about it to this day. Yeah. If we'd have actually won, it would go down in folklore with our team and the parents and everything. Winning ugly there's something to it. And you know who the best person to talk to about this is? Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, of course.
Jose Mourinho. He doesn't care if it looks nice.
How about Diego Simeone?
Yeah,
he doesn't care. He'll play direct. He plays 4-4-2 direct soccer.
4-4-2 direct.
You know, sit in.
Did he get the 3 points? That's all that matters.
Yeah. Victor says losing playing beautiful soccer. He says, I've seen plenty of games where the team walks away with a loss in numbers but lose by a crap goal.
Yeah, that's the beautiful sport, right?
That's a midfielder for you, right?
Yeah, midfielder, defender. The other funny thing is, I just see some of my dad got my VHS high school highlight VHS tape digitized.
Oh.
So I
Oh,
was
so you saw Victor dropping dimes to you, huh?
well, yeah, it's more like
Yeah.
Victor just hoofing the ball long and Greg running onto it. I'm gonna have to put that online, by the way. It was pretty funny. My kids had a great laugh out of that. All right, back. Let's finish up.
Danny's son says, Liam says, win ugly. There you go.
That's because Liam's a smart boy.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
a super smart kid. By the
Back
way.
to soccer.
All right, back to this
soccer.
PSG versus Liverpool. Brooks, who wins this game tomorrow? PSG or Liverpool? By the way, Danny's an Arsenal fan, and his son Liam is a Liverpool fan.
Oh, wow.
So Liverpool this year and Liam are just kind of like, oh, let's forget about this. Danny's super happy.
Yeah. PSG.
PSG Liverpool. Give me a score line?
PSG 2-1.
2-1. Okay, so that's a close score line. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go 2-0
Fair enough.
PSG personally. Who knows? Anything can happen. Nobody thought Arsenal, who are on a little bit of a slide at the moment, would go into Sporting and come out 1-0 winners, and they did. So anything's possible, but I'm going to agree. The second leg of all these matches is played next week. It's the reverse fixture, and that's when we'll really find out. That's when the fun will happen, because these games are all close, as you saw, 2-1 and 1-0. And one team has to come out and really go at it and play. So today we had...
Couple comments on the scores here. Do you care?
One last thing.
Go for it.
Today we had both the away teams winning. So
Yeah.
The teams next week, the home teams, will have a one goal advantage. Are they prepared to sit in? Are Bayern Munich prepared to sit in and let Real Madrid come at them? Are Arsenal prepared to sit in and let Sporting come at them? Because Sporting, by the way, have some strikers on their hand. All right, give us some comments there, Brooks.
I'll make the one comment. I think Bayern are fit to do that. They can do that. I don't think Arsenal are fit to sit in and just defend. That's just not the way our title plays. Victor, PSG 2-0. We have a BX Gunner has a 2-2 draw, and then Danny Allen has 4-0 Liverpool. So there you go.
4-0 Liverpool?
Yes.
Wow, that's not Danny, that's Liam.
Yeah.
That's definitely Liam.
There you go.
All right, appreciate you guys. Brooks is writing your name down. If you put a comment in the comments below, Brooks is writing your name down, and you will. Brooks is at the end of the show. He's going to draw a name from the hat, and someone's going to win a T-shirt, a brand new We Are Soccer T-shirt.
Yeah, I even put Nate's name in there too, and Danny. Maybe.
Wait, Danny Price?
Yeah.
Oh, Danny Price. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Man City versus Southampton happened this past weekend. I'm sorry. Man City versus Southampton is the upcoming game of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Because Man City defeated Liverpool 4-0. What a absolute demolishing this was. As I said, the first 30 minutes from Liverpool looked all right. It looked like, okay, they may be able to do something here. They may be able to get back into some form and really make a game of this. This is going to be fun. And then all of a sudden, Haaland, who would have guessed, with a hat trick. Brooks, I do have something funny for you.
Okay.
Guys, who wrote this? But, all right, let me set it up. When you get a hat trick in England, you get the game ball.
Yes.
And the team.
Don't you usually get that anyways at any?
No. You know, if player of the match gets like this little, it's like the size of a water bottle.
It's a trophy.
Like a little trophy-ish, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's
From Barclays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you get a hat trick, the referee gives you the match ball. Like, here, you get the match ball. And then what the players do is in the locker room, everybody signs it for the guy, and he takes it home.
Yes.
So Haaland got the match ball. He scored a hat trick
Yep.
in that game against Liverpool. So he sent it around the locker room. Everybody signed it. And here's, if you can see that, he said, "Not a bad Saturday." And as you can see, it says, someone signed it, "Well done, you big effing weirdo."
Oh, interesting.
So I would say someone on his team writes funny things on the soccer ball when he gets oops, I'm scrolling around here now. When he gets a hat trick.
It's the kit man that wrote that, I bet.
The kit man? My dad came out with the funniest comment. He goes, "That actually looks like Pep Guardiola's handwriting."
Man.
If Jack Grealish was still on the team, he would have been my guess. But Grealish isn't there, obviously. He's not there, so it's not him. I don't know who it could be. Maybe Bernardo Silva. I don't know. Rodri? I don't know who. So anyway, big win for Man City.
Phil Foden.
It might be Phil Foden.
Yes.
Phil Foden's a bit.
He seems like a jokester.
He does seem like a bit of a jokester.
Yeah.
So City will go on to play Southampton. Southampton defeated Arsenal 2-1. What a game this was. Southampton win it in the end. And again, they played today against Wrexham, killing Wrexham 5-1. Absolutely incredible. Now on a 16-game unbeaten run are Southampton. Tanda Eckert is the Southampton manager. This guy, in my opinion, has kind of just come out of nowhere. He's on a 16-game unbeaten run, Wild, the most informed team in the world in the moment. So credit where credit is due. This guy has transformed a team last year in the Premiership who were terrible. I think they had like 11 points. They were absolutely horrendous.
Do you want to know their remaining schedule?
By January. They're in 6th place right now, and I do, Brooks. I would love to know the remaining schedule.
All right, we'll go. Okay, so they have So they have Derby County on the 11th on Saturday. Then they have Swansea on the 18th, which is the following Saturday. Then they have Bristol City on the 21st, which is Tuesday. Then they have the FA Cup semifinal match on the 25th against Man City. And then 25th of April, Southampton. Okay, they're going to have to move that one probably. I imagine they're going to postpone that one. But they will have to play Blackburn Rovers. 28th of April, they'll play Ipswich Town. And then May 2nd, they will finish with Preston.
Okay. They definitely finished top 5. Top 6. That's all that counts. That's all that matters for them right now. They'll finish top 6. They'll get into the playoffs. And this is a team you do not want to play in the playoffs. They are absolutely killing it right now. Odds-on favorite, in my opinion, to win the playoffs and get promoted. Incredible. I love what they are doing, by the way, and what Tanda Eckert is doing there. It's weird, though, when they did the FA Cup draw, Man City got pulled against Southampton, and Chelsea got pulled against Leeds. Wouldn't you know it, the Man City and Chelsea don't get drawn together. Very strange. So Chelsea...
Can't have that.
Chelsea beat Port Vale 7-0. Scored in like the 4th minute. Absolutely just went nuts there. Port Vale, the bottom of the championship? Bottom of League One. Fighting for their lives right now in relegation. So they did not need this. They absolutely did not need the... hold on. Oh, yeah, my dad just sent a text. You should mention Southampton playing in the playing in the retro cup-winning kit. So they've gone back to playing in an old-school kit because, well, hell, why not? Awesome for them. Port Vale get absolutely thumped. Brooks, Port Vale do not need this. They're in a relegation battle, so they...
Yes, they are. So I have it here. So in the EFL League One, Port Vale is 24th right now on 34 points. Northampton is 35 points in 23rd, and then Rotherham. Did I say that right? Rotherham, 37 points in 22nd place. Then Exeter City, a little bit more above, 21st place. They have 46 points. So that's quite a jump.
Can they remain in the league? Can they escape relegation?
I don't know if they can.
No, probably not. My dad just texted in and said Southampton, by the way, in that kit from 1976 to beat Man United 1-0 in the FA Cup final.
Boy, your dad just pulling out history data here. Jeez.
Yeah. The other game that happened was Leeds versus West Ham. This was at West Ham. Leeds were up 2-0, by the way, going into the 90th minute, into the 85th minute, something like that. And all of a sudden, West Ham came back and scored 2 great goals, and they made a hell of a game of it. It goes to extra time. They're both back and forth. It was great. Then they went to penalty kicks, and Leeds escape. Leeds move on to face Chelsea in the semifinals of the FA Cup.
It'd be big for them to make it to the final.
It would be great. It would absolutely be great.
They stay up, they get to the final of the FA Cup, and they stay up, it's a possibility there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very much a possibility.
I mean, if you had to put money on it, you'd say probably Man City will beat Southampton. We're all going to root for Southampton, obviously. And then it's Leeds against Chelsea. You'd probably say Chelsea is going to move forward there as well. But we'd love to. I mean, how?
Oh, we all know we want to lead Southampton FA Cup.
I do. Final. That's what I want. That's what I would.
We want someone else than another big club to win this thing.
100%. 100%. That's what we want.
Yes.
Will it happen? Probably.
Who knows?
Not. Probably not, but that's why we watch.
The soccer gods will shine down upon both of them.
We can only hope.
Yes.
April 25th, I believe, the semifinal matches are.
Yes.
Brilliant ending, as I said, to that game. 2-2 on penalties, and Leeds advanced through to face Chelsea. Chelsea, they're going to have their eye on, by the way, on that 5th and remaining Champions League spot. So they're going to put a lot of focus there. They're going to want a cup day out. They're going to want to go to Wembley and win there. They're going to want to win the FA Cup. That'd be great for them. But they really need to get into that Champions League 5th spot. So there's going to be one of the teams that's going to drop out. It's either going to be Aston Villa, Chelsea, or Liverpool. Only 2 of those teams can make the 4th and 5th spot. I think Chelsea might be.
Would you ever guess that it's so close between 5 to 8? Liverpool have 49 points in 5th, Chelsea with 48, Brentford with 46 and 7th, and then Everton with 46 in 8th. Who would have thought that Everton would be right there in 8th place?
I mean, it's amazing what David Moyes has done.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing what he has done with, in my opinion, average to below average players. Their midfielder and their strikers are average. They win with defense and Jordan Pickford in the back.
He's a good goalkeeper, Pickford.
That's why
He's your starting, number 1, right?
Starting number 1.
He can win you games. He makes the big saves. He can win you games.
100%. Yeah. Guys, don't forget, put some comments down below. You'll be entered into the drawing to win a t-shirt at the end. We Are Soccer brand new t-shirt. We'll have it sent out from our merch store. And then, hey, if you're looking for something to comment on, what would you rather do? Win ugly or lose playing the beautiful game, right? Playing tiki-taka, have possession and have some this, but lose, you'd rather win ugly. Okay. All right, Brooks, that takes us through the FA Cup piece.
Yep.
All right, I do want to talk about the upcoming EPL games because we're back. We've had 2 weeks off of the EPL. We've had some, some of the English Premier League teams have had Champions League games. They've had FA Cup games. But what is going on?
Which game are you looking forward to?
Well, personally, Aston Villa, right?
Okay, besides that one, Craig, besides this one, for me, the intriguing one is West Ham and Wolves because West Ham have to win that match to possibly get out of relegation and put themselves closer to maybe Tottenham getting relegated.
But Wolves have been on a little bit of a tear in the last 2 months, right?
Yeah.
They beat Villa, they drew with Arsenal, they beat someone else. They've been on a little bit of a tear because they've just got nothing to lose anymore. By the way, that game is this Friday, April 10th.
Yes.
A 3:00 kickoff. But agreed, that is another game I had my eye on. West Ham hosting Wolves. West Ham, you need to win. You need points, man. You need points big time.
Yes.
Good game to call out there. The next couple of games on Saturday, Arsenal versus Bournemouth, Brentford versus Everton. Those two very close. That's a 6-pointer right there between those two.
They're tied on 46.
Fighting to get into Europe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Burnley and Brighton. You fully expect Brighton to take advantage there and get all 3 points. And then you've got Liverpool versus Fulham.
And Fulham, if they win, they project themselves up, and they're close. They're 44. They're 2 points behind. They are 2 points behind Everton and Brentford. So
Fulham are going to go for this. Unfortunately for them, it's at Anfield. And, well, who knows? Liverpool might be coming off an ass kicking tomorrow against PSG. So, and they're traveling middle of the week. So, Fulham,
Liverpool,
this is on you guys.
Do Liverpool bottle it?
Yes.
Can they maintain? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I think they do.
I think they bottle it. Yep.
Yep.
I was originally thinking it's going to be Chelsea who's going to drop out, but the way Liverpool have been playing recently, the discord in the locker room now, Florian Wirtz saying we didn't give up, we're fine, and then you've got Virgil van Dijk saying, hey, we gave up, we don't look good, we don't know what's going on. Mo Salah doesn't look like he cares. Your senior leadership has gone to shit. So
in my heart of heart, I really want Everton to get that 5th spot somehow.
That'd be nice, but I don't think. Hey, I would love it too, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
It'd be the new stadium they're in, and then David Moyes doing David Moyes stuff.
I personally would love it just for David Moyes, just so that he still has it, right? But plus, like I said, they've got an average to below average team, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Can win. Hey, right? Our question: play pretty or win ugly, right?
Oh.
You can win ugly, and you can somehow squeak it out, and there you go. You get a top 5 finish.
David Moyes winning ugly the entire year with Everton. They don't have a superstar in that team, so he's winning ugly. Then you got the Sunday games, Crystal Palace hosting Newcastle United. That's actually a pretty good game. Who knows how that's going to fly. Nottingham Forest hosting my Aston Villa. Nottingham Forest beating Tottenham 3-0 a couple of weeks back.
Yep.
I need 3 points from Villa on this one. 3 points kind of puts us out of sight, and we're going to be rolling into that 4th spot and keeping it. Sunderland hosting Tottenham.
Yes.
Tottenham.
They need that one.
If
Sunderland
West Ham
has
win,
dropped a lot.
If West Ham win on Friday, And then all of a sudden, Forest seemed to get points from Villa. Tottenham.
And then Sunderland beat Tottenham.
Ooh, Tottenham.
Tottenham is now in relegation.
Oh, my friends.
Yes.
Here is what probably is the game of the weekend, Brooks. It is 11:30 a.m. Sunday kickoff. Chelsea hosting Man City.
The Blue Lions versus the Blue Sailors.
It's the Chelsea Blues versus the Citizens. The Blues versus the Citizens.
But that's not what their logos have. One's a ship and one's a lion. The blue teams, just one's a blue lion, one's a blue sailor.
Okay, all right. This is what I deal with every week, guys.
What?
Just subscribe, hit the bell, keep me sane here.
I'm just very observant, okay?
That's one way to look.
Yeah, I know. It's like these EPL teams have these logos and like they call them other things, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this? It's the most English thing ever.
Last game of the weekend is on Monday. It is a 3 o'clock kickoff. It is Manchester United hosting Leeds. Fully expect Manchester United to take this one, but Leeds can put up a little bit of a fight. So Who knows? But Man United have been absolutely flying. And we're going to talk about a couple of their players here in a minute. A couple of things to get to with them because, well, if we're being honest, their players have earned. Where'd my notes go, Brooks?
I think Victor said I'm not wrong. So there you go.
Brooke.
With the crest stuff. Yeah.
Victor,
Thanks, Victor.
Don't say that.
Thank you.
Please don't say that.
I appreciate it.
All right. Last thing we're going to talk about real quick. We already talked about Southampton, but Wrexham today got smashed 5-1 at the Racecourse Ground, by the way. They need to show more of Ryan and Rob when they're losing like this. That's what people want to see. That'd be good TV when a goal goes in the back end against their team, number 3, number 4, number 5. You want to see how bad they're crying. Southampton, the informed team, as we talked about, 16-game unbeaten run now. Wrexham fall out of those playoff spots. Can they make that Hollywood storied ending and get into the playoffs and get?
It's rough for them. It is rough for them. I mean, Birmingham City they have next. I mean, obviously you want them to win because you despise Birmingham City, but
correct.
They, that was a team that gave them trouble in EFL League One, and I mean they can still give them trouble. They have Stoke City on the 18th, Oxford United on the 21st, but then they finish with 2 top 3 teams, Coventry City on the 26th, and then May 2nd, Middlesbrough.
Whoa. Middlesbrough are going to need points because they're going to look for that automatic spot. Coventry at this point probably have given up and off on their holidays type thing. So, it's not going to be easy for Wrexham to get into that top 6, get into that promotion playoff spot.
Yeah.
All right, a couple of other things we got to talk about. We're going to talk about World Cup. We're 65 days away officially from the start of the World Cup. 66 days away from the U.S. men's national team playing. Big news from us. We Are Soccer coming about that very soon. We're going to talk about the U.S. Open Cup, the 3rd round starting, and a couple of things there. Before we finish out this segment, obviously Danny, Price, and Nate will be happy about this. We're going to talk about Manchester United.
They're getting a pay raise?
Do we pay those two?
I don't know.
Don't show up. How are we paying them?
I don't know.
I hope not.
Are they get a T-shirt?
They can buy one on the merch store.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, especially because I'm now talking about their team. Harry Maguire has signed a brand new contract for Manchester United. His current contract is due to expire this June. He signed an additional 12 months. They signed an additional 12 months, and I think this is probably one of the best signings they're going to make this year because he's betting on himself. Again, he has bet on himself for the last couple of years, last couple of managers, if we're being honest, and he has won.
Okay, I'm going to bring this up to you. We talked about it before. And people can comment on this. Come on, be serious. You want to play 5th string or 4th string center back when you could probably go to another team and start and play? Craig's like, it's about the money. I'm like, he has enough money. He doesn't need any more. Seriously. If you guys were Harry Maguire, would you want to go back to United and not play? Or would you rather go to another squad that maybe needs you, like a Sunderland or someone else down the table that is interesting, that needs a veteran leader that can still play? Would you rather go there if you were Harry Maguire? I think I would do the latter. I would go somewhere else that needs me and wants me and the fans want to see me.
Well, there's a difference, right? So you said Sunderland. So let's play the game of Sunderland, right? So let's say Harry Maguire leaves Manchester United on a free and goes to Sunderland. Sunderland can only afford to pay him £50,000 to £60,000 a week. At Manchester United, he's earning 230 some odd £1,000 a week. I mean, that is just buku bucks compared to there. You're also now, obviously, we can see that Manchester United are third in the table. They're going to get into the Champions League. They're there. Every player wants to play in the Champions League. So he had to make a decision. Either go play somewhere like Sunderland or a Leeds United or Newcastle.
Or Everton.
Or Everton. Hey,
David Moyes, yeah.
anywhere like that,
Yeah.
right? We'll call him a second-tier team and not a big six and not a big earner.
Yeah.
And take a
But he can make a
massive wage
difference
cut.
on one of those teams.
Or you can bet on yourself, like he's done in the past couple of years, stay at United, earn all that money, play in the Champions League because there's going to be a hell of a lot of games. You got the League, you got the League Cup, you got the FA Cup, you got the Champions League. You know there's going to be injuries. You know you're going to be needed. And that's what he did. Even Ruben Amorim said, we don't need you. You can leave, right? No, he said, I'm staying. I'm fighting for my spot. And what ended up happening? He ended up starting half the games. I don't know.
Yeah. BX Gunner says Harry's become the new Johnny Evans, laugh out loud. And Victor says, following the money, I'm still playing soccer, laugh out loud. Gosh, Victor, that's one time I need you to agree with me on something. You know, listen, they're going to play other guys before Harry Maguire. Come on now. Like,
Absolutely. They got
and you're telling me they can't find someone that's the equivalent of what they would pay him that's a little younger that would want to come in and play that role?
They don't need to find anybody younger because they've got Aiden Heaven and they've got Lenny Yoro, right?
Or they
And
can
Martinez
play one of their
is-
academy kids
Mariano
or bring some
Martinez
up.
is still there. Agreed. You know, the funny thing is, all right, so here,
They just don't get it doesn't financially. Some of these decisions these clubs make don't make any sense to me.
well, okay, is it a club decision or is it, hey, here's a little bit of a pay cut, but we're going to need you for some leadership? But my dad just texted and said, moving a family with kids for a couple of years plays into the decision as well. So your wife and the kids are settled at school and in the area, and now you got to move away, only a couple of hours away, but you're still moving and uprooting your family. So
Yeah.
that plays in as well. Would you rather earn a little less money, stay at the club, play in those games, bet on yourself, or move somewhere else?
I mean, guys in MLS get traded left and right to across the country and everything. I mean, it's the life. Unfortunately,
It's
your
the
dad
life.
was a pro soccer player. Unfortunately, that is the life of the pro soccer player. You just don't decide when. You don't decide for how long you stay somewhere, unfortunately, because things can change in an instant.
But when the club come with an offer and you like it and you say, well, this is family decision, not football decision, I'm sticking it. Good for him. All right, the other thing I want to talk about with Manchester United, someone asked me the other week and I said, no, I disagree. And I went looking and went searching. The question they asked me, Brooks, was, is Bruno Fernandes the player of the season for the English Premier League? And I said, no, there's better players.
That seems
I
to
went
be
searching.
pretty stretched.
He is. He's a Premiership. He's going to be the player of the year.
Why?
He has the most assists. He has the most goals created. He's dragged that team up the table. Without him, Brooks, let me see if I can find my notes here. He's 31 years old and is currently the Man United captain and, in my opinion, the MVP. He has 1 year left on his current contract. They have a 17 goal differential when he's on the field and have been outscored by a goal when he's not on the field. In my opinion, is the English Premier League's player of the season. Now he has 1 year left on his contract. He's 31. Would you sign him to a brand new contract?
No, but I disagree that he's not going to be Premier League Player of the Year.
You disagree that you think he's not going to be?
Correct. It's going to be someone that's, if Arsenal wins it, it's going to be some Arsenal player.
I think Arsenal is more of a
Like-
collective. Bukayo Saka, no way.
No, he doesn't. But it's someone. It's someone that's going to be in the top two or whatever. That's going to get Player of the Year.
Well, don't forget, Man United are third, so they'll finish top three. I will put a bet on it right now that I think it's going to be Bruno Fernandes with his stats right now. He has this year dragged that team. The amount of creative play he's done. He's just transformed that team. Assists-wise, I think he's gone into like the top 4 in Manchester United's history, by the way.
Correct. The way they give awards nowadays, it's to the most popular person.
Brooks, it pains me.
I don't think
Tell
Bruno
you,
Fernandes. I don't think Bruno Fernandes wins the popularity contest. It's going to be Haaland or like I said, someone on Arsenal, or some, I don't know, random person somehow on some other team that wins something. I don't know.
Danny Price, I know you've logged off, you bastard. I needed you at this point.
PX Gunner says Raya could win it.
Who?
David Raya.
David Raya. He's made some great saves. I just don't know if he's done enough. When the hell was the last time a goalkeeper won it? I don't think that's that.
We'd have to look that one up.
That one up, but
yeah.
I just think it's Fernandez. The way he's been playing, and again,
he's not a popular
I
player.
hate Bruno Fernandes. He's the one player. He's the one player.
He's not a popular player. He's. I think fan voting comes into this, and when the fan vote comes in, they don't really like Bruno Fernandes.
I can't believe you're saying he's not a popular player. He plays for one of the most popular teams in the world.
But every other club, every other fan in every club doesn't like him.
I don't know what to tell you. I think it could happen.
If there's fan voting, the fan vote counts, he's not going to win that one.
Right.
It's going to be Haaland or someone because he's got 22 goals, Erling Haaland, right now.
We're going to put a poll out there, although I hate because Manchester United fans will just jump all over it and it'll be bogus after that. Anyway, we got a couple of other little things coming up here. We're going to talk about the third cup of the U.S. Open. The third round of the U.S. Open Cup. We're going to talk about the World Cup and an injury that just happened. And last but not least, before we get to those, Lincoln City seal promotion, by the way. This is incredible from League One. Lincoln City are now going to be playing in the championship. This is the first time they've gotten to that level in 65 years. And I didn't know this. I did not know this. The majority of their ownership are American owners.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Where's Lincolnshire, England?
Couldn't point it to you on the map type thing.
I have
no idea. My dad will probably chime in and tell you. But did you know Landon Donovan is an investor?
Oh, he is. I did not know that.
Landon Donovan is an investor, and
they're called the Imps. What's an imp?
I have no idea. And by the way, he's an advisor. He's an advisor for Lincoln City. So really cool to see that. I did not know that. We've reached out to Landon. I would love to get a little comment from him, but I don't think he'll ever respond to us. We'll see. Who knows? All right. We're going to finish up with 2 or 3 little things. We got a couple of comments we want to put in. Do me a favor in the comment section down below. Just say something. Mention Brooks' funny haircut. Mention
I have
whatever.
a funny haircut?
Yes. Did you cut your hair yourself again?
No. Go to a barber, Craig. Jeez.
I'm just kidding. All right, but in all honesty, put some comments in down below. We got a couple of things. We'll be right back right after this.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just going to do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Ooh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
All right, big thank you to our partners and sponsors. A big thank you to Next Level Training. We very much appreciate you guys. They are the best trainers here in, actually the best trainers in the country, not just here in Michigan. Sign your kids up. They do some awesome camps by the way. Summer camps have just been released for Next Level Training. Sign those kids up now. A big thank you to Soccer World. As you saw, Brooks and I there in Soccer World. They got 3 store locations here in Detroit. If you're not in Detroit, soccerworld.net. They've got everything you could need. A big thank you to Michigan Jaguars, michiganjaguarsfc.com for more information. Tryouts are coming out. Really quick here for a lot of the teams. Check out michiganjaguarsfc.com for more information on tryouts for the Jags. And last but not least, our favorite brewer, Dog and Pony Show Brewing, over there in Oak Park. We're going to be over there soon. We're hoping to do some beer tasting with them. We're hoping to do a dual podcast where we collaborate with another. Cal, I'm looking at you, buddy. We want to do some Two Dudes Killer Tunes, and we are soccer.
The one thing I like to say is definitely follow their socials because they do have a lot of different groups that have some awesome stuff there, and they bring in like musicians. They do a lot of great stuff there. They have like plant bingo. I don't know what all that's about, but like,
dude, that looked awesome, by the way. The plant bingo looked really weird. They had all these plants, potted plants everywhere, and bingo and stuff.
But it's a great little time. I mean, when you go in the summer, they open the garage door and there's a front patio, and then they do a lot of great events in the big parking lot they have out back, and a lot of great food trucks. So definitely stop by Dog and Pony Show Brewing in Oak Park. Kyle and his brothers do a fantastic job. I can't give too much away, but I believe they're going to start offering some liquor as well, I believe, at some point. I know they're trying to get their liquor license, and they're going to work with some locals to get some stuff in there. But Kyle's expanding, man. He's doing a great job, and
they're killing it over there in Oak Park, man. Dog and Pony Show Brewing. They got their 5-year anniversary coming up. Big news coming out of that. So keep your eyes and ears peeled there. All right. News for the World Cup. We are 65 days away officially from the start of the World Cup. Unfortunately, Patrick Agyemang is uninjured. Brooks, he did his Achilles, and it looks like he is definitely done. Looks like it's torn. He needs to have surgery. There's no way in hell he's going to be back.
Yep.
He was Brooks, was he going to the World Cup with the U.S. men's national team?
I think it was a possibility just because he offers something a bit different from the other strikers. Pepe and Balogun and Sargent, and I know Sargent wasn't in there, but a lot of those guys are kind of not too dissimilar in how they play.
Yep.
I'd say probably Balogun's the more technical one that maybe is good off the ball, but Pepe can be that way. But Agyemang was kind of that guy that was a big target that could win stuff in the air, that could play a little differently. So that's a rough one. So, and obviously Pochettino was trying with the withdrawn striker and everything. So back to the drawing board for Pochettino, and how do I set up my team, and what does it look like? Because at the end of May, you're going to have to make some decisions.
Yeah, May 26th, I think, is the final day, and that's the day the roster gets released for the U.S. men's national team and all the other countries as well.
I don't know if he would have been a huge difference maker, but he would have been someone interesting to bring off the bench in the last 15 minutes
you nailed
or so.
It. He offers something different, right?
Yeah.
He's big, he's strong, he can put his head in there, he can put his body in there. He's big and he's strong. Who now does this open the door for? Because one man down, another man up. Is it Josh Sargent, who's now playing in Toronto?
He just scored the game-winning goal the other day, too, by the way.
I hope it's him, because you can put him out wide right, by the way. That's where he played for Norwich occasionally.
Yeah.
But he also can play that true 9 like an Agyemang did.
I don't think Pochettino's bought into Josh Sargent. I think it's gone. I think that ship has sailed for this time at least. We hope Sargent will have to wait for the next time. I think he'll take a few strikers. I think Balogun and Pepe are for sure. And then, honestly, I think at some point, do you fool around with Weston McKennie as a striker or whatever? Do you fool around with some other stuff?
Ooh.
Because, you take 2 and maybe you leave, maybe you take an extra midfielder, you take an extra center back or something. I think you start thinking about that. What can I take in other positions that would help me in what the formation want to play,
Weston McKinney's done that, right? He's played all over the place. I like to think of him as a center midfielder, right? It's kind of a defensive center midfielder.
But he was playing winger.
He was playing winger with Juventus, and then
and he was playing winger in the international break.
Right?
So
and then he was playing up top. He offers a little bit of everything. He's just a solid baller. When he was with Leeds, he played right back or left back. I can't remember.
He played wing back for Juventus too. He's just, I wouldn't say he's a dynamic goal scorer, but he's going to do the work. He'll press, and he'll find stuff here and there. And I don't know, maybe playing him and Pulisic somewhere up top, since they've known each other a very long time, could be
good
interesting.
Friends as well, so good partnership there. But
yeah,
that's a great observation. I personally am still on the Pepe is the next guy. Balogun's probably the starting striker, but Pepe's behind him.
Yep.
Who else is there? I really want to see Josh Sargent. I just like his work ethic from when he was at Norwich. I loved watching him play, and the championship, again, for me, is one of the toughest leagues in the world, and he did really well there. I think he was player of the year last year for Norwich.
Yes.
And wanted to leave because they didn't actually sell him to any of the clubs that he thought he should go to, but now he's in Toronto. So
yes.
If he can keep scoring goals in the MLS for the next 2 months, he's got a shot at it, buddy.
Yeah, it's just so close. He just hasn't performed when he's been with the national team, and that's just the epic downfall for him so far with his career. He's scored goals for club, but he just cannot do it at the national team level. And unfortunately, in World Cups, you need guys that are going to perform.
Yeah, so unfortunately, U.S. men's national team player Patrick Agyemang will miss the home World Cup after suffering a serious Achilles tendon injury. Agyemang was visually emotional when he was stretchered off with his right leg strapped after landing awkwardly in Derby's 2-0 victory over Stoke in the second-tier English Championship on Monday. Derby confirmed today that the striker would miss would miss soccer's biggest tournament, the World Cup, which is obviously held in North America. So bummer. Hopefully he can come back bigger, stronger, and better. But U.S. men's national team, it's next man up. Who is it, Potch? Who's it going to be? All right, we got a couple of other things. I do want to talk about, Brooks, before we get to the U.S. Open Cup third round. Before we get to that, I do want to remind everybody, I meant to put a graphic in here, so I apologize. Local club here, Detroit Metro FC. Their home opener is April 25th. I'm excited. They play out of Legacy Center. Some of those games are going to be streaming right here on We Are Soccer. We're going to be there. We're going to be doing some fun things with them. Make sure you follow them on all the socials. Season tickets are pretty cheap, by the way. And the games are super fun. When they score a goal, they run some flags on the field. All the kids go running around. It's really cool. And the adults get to stand up by the bar. There's a big they play at the Legacy Center out there in Brighton. There's some stands, and then up top
on the concourse.
Bingo.
Yep.
You can stand there and drink a beer and watch the game. It's brilliant. I went and had a couple of beers, watched the games last year. Great atmosphere, great fans. Detroit Metro FC. Look them up. Go and buy some tickets because it is a great atmosphere. I think it's like less than $10 to get in. It's incredible. And an hour before the first game, their gear is 50% off.
Wow.
And then up to an hour after the game is 25% off. So buy a shirt, buy a jersey, buy a hat, buy something. We're going to be interviewing Alex Lubianski, head coach and general manager, this week. We'll post that as soon as we get that edited up. So looking forward to that. But Detroit Metro FC, go and visit them. It's going to be fun. They got a lot of games coming up this year. Buy some season tickets or just buy tickets to one game. Go out and have some fun. It's a great family atmosphere. All right, another Detroit team, Detroit City FC. We all know them. We all love them. Brooks, they're doing it again. They're bringing an MLS team to town because they're hoping for another cup set. This is happening Tuesday, the 14th. Brooks,
Yep.
I know you and I are looking forward to this game. We may actually be there. We haven't decided yet, but
Yeah.
can they look? Chicago Fire, MLS. That's a big deal. They're coming to town here. We've done it before. Can we do it again? Can we?
I mean, they beat Columbus the last time.
Yeah.
Columbus was the last one, and that was a Caleb Porter coach team, and I think Aiden Morris was on the field in that one, and a couple years ago. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. The problem is Detroit City FC are a bit smaller this year. I don't know how well that translates to a bigger, more physical and fast MLS squad in the Chicago Fire. But definitely the MLS side, Chicago Fire, will definitely probably play some of their second string guys mixed in with their first team. I imagine they'll do that unless Greg Berhalter wants to get it done right away and just put all the starters out there and just see if they can take it early and if they want to go for glory and win this whole U.S. Open Cup. It's interesting because you're playing in multiple competitions. If you're going to play in the Leagues Cup or you're going to play in some other stuff, because as we've said over the past before here, you get options to play in CONCACAF Champions Cup, Leagues Cup, or Open Cup. You have to play at least one, but you can play in more than one if you want. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. But I don't know.
Did they bring our guy? Did they bring our guy, Chris Brady?
Chris Brady might not start that match, to be honest with you. It might be I think Chris will be on the bench, and I think our good friend Chris Mueller will get a chance to play because Chris has come off the bench. I think Chris will start that match if I'm sure if he's healthy. So I don't know. I don't know if Chris starts that match. I mean, it'd probably be smart if they probably started him just to make sure they get past the match and everything, because Keyworth Stadium's a tricky place to play. Honestly, it's everyone's on top of you.
With that turf and people on top of you, the smoke and all the chanting, it is a tough place to go. And Greg Berhalter, Double G, he's got to know that cup sets have happened there. MLS teams have come to town and left with nothing. He's got to be aware of it. And you can't just put out a squad that you think is going to win. You got to put out a squad that you know is going to win. Yeah. Columbus Crew, like you said, came to town with Joshy Zardes. And they
Zardes and Aiden Morris and a bunch of different guys. Yeah, for sure.
So some of the other games that are happening, you were really stoked about. Tell us some of those.
Yeah, just run through a couple of them. So a funny one, New England Revolution are home to Rhode Island, but they're home at Rhode Island's home stadium.
I'm sorry, what? So they're playing in Rhode Island Stadium, but
Red Revolution are the home team.
Oh, okay. All
right. So there must be some stadium issues at Gillette or something for that one. So Louisville City are home to Austin FC. That is a very intriguing one. An Austin FC side that just drew Inter Miami 2-2 at Inter Miami's new home debut, their new stadium. So But Louisville City looking to make a deep run in this. Very good side the last couple of years in the USL Championship. I don't know if it's a derby, but local game here. Westchester FC against NYCFC. NYCFC should have no problem with that one. I was shocked, actually, that Vermont Green did not actually win that match. They lost in PKs. Another interesting one here. Central of the country match. Colorado hosting Union Omaha. Union Omaha have been some MLS killers before. They have been Chicago Fire in the past and some other sides. So watch out for Union Omaha. And then Wednesday, the 15th. Interesting one here. FC Naples. We'll be doing an interview here next couple of days here with Matt Poland, the FC Naples head coach. We'll be talking about the Open Cup match and everything. But interesting one. Local Florida teams. Obviously, I don't think that brand new team FC Naples. These two teams have not met. but FC Naples will be hosting that one. And then we have a couple other ones here. So we have one Knoxville going to DC United. A couple guys we know on the one Knoxville side. Will Perkins from Detroit, Michigan is on that side, and some other guys we know. And then another intriguing one, two more intriguing ones. Chattanooga FC, who have had this kind of friendly match they play every year with Atlanta United. There's some connection there. They are actually meeting a MLS Next Pro side against an MLS side.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, in this third round. But Chattanooga will be hosting that 7:30 on the 15th.
Cool.
And then the battle for the Queen City. Don't know if these two teams have actually met in an actual match. But Charlotte FC will be hosting Charlotte Independence, and they will be playing at Mecklenburg County Sportsplex, which I believe that's where their MLS Next Pro Team Legacy FC plays. So, but yes, that one, watch out for this one too. This could be a very interesting one too. The West Coast match, San Jose Earthquakes host Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising, one of the more top-tier USL Championship sides, so watch out for that one. But few interesting matches being played, so we'll see how it goes. And then obviously one more, honestly, Houston Dynamo are hosting El Paso, kind of a local, close to the in the vicinity of the area of the country, two sides. So, but yeah, that's some interesting matchups where not many people are traveling very far. The only one that's really weird is Sacramento is hosting Minnesota, so Minnesota will go all the way to Sacramento, which is not really in the area, but
North all the way to the south. Good luck.
Yeah, well, north of the West Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, U.S. Open Cup always proves to have some cup sets. Always proves to have a little bit of fun in there. So
yes.
A lot of the older guys come back and play with some of the teams. So we'll see what happens there. All right, Brooks. This will be the last chance for everybody watching. If you haven't already, put a comment into the comment section below. Please do that now. Last chance to get your name in the hat to win a We Are Soccer shirt. While you're at it, please do me a huge favor. Hit the little bell. Wait, is it up there? I don't know where the hell the bell is.
It's technically right below you right now because of how our screen is split.
Wherever you see the bell, hit that. That alerts you when
Yes.
we go live and have fun like this. We would very much appreciate it. If you're listening to us on a podcast, so if you're on Spotify or Apple, do us a favor. Give us 5 stars. Leave a little review. These guys are crazy. Craig's hair is great. Whatever you want, it's awesome. We'd very much appreciate that. And follow us on Substack. We got 75,000 email addresses on there. We send that out twice weekly. Today we sent one out. Got a great rave review there. So very much appreciate everybody signing up for that. And follow us on all the platforms. We're on everything. And this is your last chance. Go for it. Put the comment in. And Brooks, why don't you go ahead and draw a name to see who wins?
Oh boy, here we go.
Please let it be me.
Man, we technically, we have to pull another one because we pulled Nate Janulis.
Nate cannot win the shirt. No.
Yeah, I know.
I can't
That's
believe
fine.
You actually put
I'm
him
sorry.
in there.
I'm sorry. We'll pull another one.
God, you know how many times he's gonna text me now? He's like, I want that shirt. I want that shirt. Like, sorry, Nate.
I don't know. Let's see here.
Why would you put him on there?
I don't know.
You silly goose.
Amalia ASMR.
All right, sounds good. We'll get a hold of you. We'll find out your address and your size and
Drop a comment. Drop it in the comments for the address and everything.
We appreciate it. We'll send a shirt out there, so very much appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Brooks, that's going to wrap us up. I do want to say again a big thank you to our partners, a big thank you to Soccer World, a big thank you to Next Level Training, big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars, and last but not least, Dog and Pony Show Brewing. Keep your eyes and ears peeled on the We Are Soccer channels. We got a lot more news coming. We got a World Cup event we're putting together. Brooks is doing a crazy number of interviews. If you're looking to learn more about any level of the sport, check out the interviews on our YouTube channel. It's absolutely incredible.
So the most recent ones we've done, so we just posted the Kyle Venter, who is a former University of Mexico, with their men's soccer programs no longer around. He was a draft pick of the LA Galaxy, and he kind of had an adventure around USL, but he's now the current assistant women's soccer head coach at the University of Michigan. We interviewed the Bowling Green women's soccer head coach, Chris Fox. And then a great one, 32-year-old Connor Kokota, who's taking over the Dartmouth men's soccer program. Connor played at the University of Notre Dame for the legend Bobby Clark, and he's been an assistant at Bucknell and Georgetown. So that's a great one. So definitely go on and look for those. We've interviewed Jamie Franks, the University of Denver, Dave Diani, the University of Michigan women's soccer head coach, a bunch of different ones. And then we've got a bunch more coming out here very shortly this week. So stay tuned and ring the bell and subscribe.
Yep. Ring that bell. Appreciate it. And that's going to wrap us up for now. Brooks, appreciate it, buddy. We'll be back with more content this week. Hit that bell. Cheers.
Cheers.